rooms. We been sliding through they blocks and they don't know we have. But he ass got shot and we ain't claiming, but I can show his ass. Niggas acting like they really like that, says my brody.
What's going on YouTube? It's Diddy who's back at y'all boys with another fantastic video. And this is gonna be a part 2. This is me and Tay's first part 2 of anything we ever did on our channel. We're going to tell y'all our most surprising and disappointing things in the NBA. Part 2. We already did a part 1. The link is in the description for part 1. So go ahead and watch that first if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? So take on ahead and start y'all boys off with what's surprising to him.
Alright, so first, I'm going to start off the first surprising. I'm going to start off 2 things, and then he's going to say 2 things. So my first surprising thing to me is the Celtics. They went on a 9-game winning streak right before the playoffs came just to boost up their seed. I feel like that was a very good job of them. Jason Tatum, he's been leading them. He's averaging a lot. They playing together as a team. And they went on that good winning streak that really was a big thing for the Celtics. I'm sure KG, all them boys, they was real proud of them for doing that. And then my second thing for being surprising was the Grizzlies. They have the highest win percentage in the NBA without their starting point guard or, in fact, their best player on their team. They have the highest win percentage. Even they have a higher win percentage than the Suns, and the Suns have 60 wins. They win percentage. They are doing very great. Even without John Morant, they're still winning good games home and on the road against good teams. And I just feel like that's something that I needed to say as one of the things. So, Devil, go ahead and say what's top surprising to you.
What's surprising is, the Suns are already clinched for the playoffs, and they're the first team to clinch the playoffs, and they're already 60 wins and counting right now, and there's still 6-7 games left in the season. So they can go on a 7-game winning streak, and they can have 67 wins, and they will be like one of the only few teams to have 67 wins on the year. So that was surprising just because CP3 was injured, and you thought they were going to take a decline because their point guard, their mastermind behind everything is gone. But D-Book, he held the load up, and he got them boys to them dubs to keep the 60 wins. And then my next surprising thing my next surprising thing would be, this is like the first time ever the NBA has 3 big men fighting for that MVP, That's just crazy just because the MVP trophy has literally been going either guards or forwards. LeBron, KD, Curry, James, Russ. It always been going to either guards or forwards, and now big men are just taking over the mantle. You got Giannis, Jokic, and then Embiid. So yeah, that's so surprising to me. So then let's go ahead and get into our disappointing. I'm gonna go ahead and start off the disappointing right quick. So I think disappointed. I'm gonna just say this: Sixer Nation. I love the Sixers. I've been rocking with the Sixers for about 4 or 5 years now. I love that team, and when we picked up James Harden, I thought we could maybe contend for a championship this season, just because Harden brings that 30 plus that we just haven't had in forever. Ben Simmons could do that for us, so I thought taking a load off Embiid, who can give us 30. He could do that too, but as of recently, anytime we play a team that's just like up to par with us, or a team that we can see like in the finals or Eastern Conference Finals, he just comes up short. He played the Nets, he played bad. We played the Suns, he played bad. He only cooking on sorry teams. We played the Knicks, we played the Minnesota, so that's very disappointing. And next, I have the Los Angeles Lakers. As a whole, it's disappointing, but LeBron, he's the only. LeBron and Russ, some games he's been playing good. Recently, Russ has been playing good. LeBron been playing good every night. He come out and show out. But they have lack of defense, lack of a big man. So it's really disappointing that LeBron, he's been having his best scoring season ever in his whole career. And he's just going to either not make the playoffs or have to fight for a playoff spot. And that's very disappointing.
Yeah, I thought that is. I'm going to go ahead on my disappointing. That was very good of Devin, his disappointing. I'm going to go ahead and start. So my first disappointing, it was to me the Brooklyn Nets, just because they have two of the top 5 scorers in the league, and they're right now currently sitting in the 9th seed along with us in the Western Conference. They're in the 9th seed. Didn't nobody really expect them to be in the 9th seed, especially with Kevin Durant, a terrific basketball player, arguably the best in the game right now. He just came off a big old injury he was down for I think 2 years. He came back. Then they're averaging 30. He's doing very good. I mean, and then they have Kyrie Irving. James trying to live, but they still had Kyrie. He was playing some games, and then they're averaging big numbers. I think for this, it was either this month or last month, both of them have put up like career highs in points. I mean, they're just in the 9th seed. They're not doing very well right now, so that was just a disappointment to me. My other disappointment was with the Warriors. A lot of people was expecting James Wiseman to come back by playoff time, to come back before playoff time. He's not coming back, and I feel like there's gonna be a big toll on him come playoff time, just because I feel like you need everybody consistently at all spots and bases. And right now they're not doing too hot, and then just figuring out the news that James Wiseman not coming back. I feel like that's more on them just to do more, and then I feel like that's gonna be a burden to them come playoff time, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say I feel like James Wiseman is gonna be a Greg Oden, a player that just can't never get back. You know Greg Oden is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that player that had all the position, a high draft pick, and just never could play due to injuries. So I feel like he's going down that path. Me personally, I hope that he's not like that because I don't wish injury on nobody. But I just feel like he's gonna have that type of career. But yeah, that's our surprising and disappointing things in NBA part 2. You know what I'm saying? The link for the part 1 is down below, and like I said, if you're already at the end of the video, so you already watched it. So, but go ahead and watch that part 1 because we was talking about a lot of more stuff in the part 1. So yeah, it's down below. So like and sub to the boys, like I always say. Like the video, sub to the boys, and until next time, Diddy Hoops.
Wait, I'm gonna go like this. You go, banger. Hey.